With us now from Jerusalem is Dr. Dan Diker, president of the Jerusalem Center for Security and Foreign Affairs. Good morning to you, sir, and thank you for your time. Let's start with the blockade. What does success look like, and at what point does the U.S. need to change course?
Well, I think the U.S. has changed course by locking up the Iranian regime's mafia-like kidnapping of the international the international economic system by blocking the straits from international shipping in international waters. It's an egregious violation of international law, which unfortunately the UN has been very weak on. But I think that what President Trump has done on a chessboard is essentially almost to checkmate the Iranian regime by holding the Iranian regime responsible for its illegal kidnapping of international waters. What does success look like? Success looks like the Iranian regime giving in and agreeing that, with the United States security sense, that these international waters will remain free for more than 20% of the world's energy supplies passing through the strait. I don't expect that the Iranian dream will give up, because this Iranian regime, apocalyptic, messianic, a terror-driven regime, is given to destroying the United States, Israel, and the Western Alliance. It has been saying this for 47 years. It's using economic terrorism as its latest tool in its multi-front war against the West. So we don't know, Marnie, what's going to happen, but I think it's a very smart move by the United States in order to hold the regime responsible and basically starve it of its main income source, which is the export of oil and gas to international clients, particularly China, which is the major adversary of the United States.
And as you say, Iran unlikely to give in or change its objective, which has been death to the U.S., death to Israel. What does that leave the U.S. in terms of diplomatic and military options beyond what we've already seen?
That's a great question. In fact, what we're seeing here is just the latest chapter in, it's economic warfare led by President Trump and his administration, which is the best way to put a chokehold or in wrestling terms, a full Nelson on the Iranian regime. This is a regime that has killed thousands of Americans. This is a regime that still has very robust ballistic missile capabilities. This is a regime that can terrorize the Straits of Hormuz. They have thousands of killer drones. They still have hundreds of ballistic missiles. They have lots of mines. So it's a brave move for the United States to enter into this from a security standpoint. And if you notice, the administration is now leading the narrative in Pakistan as well, where the Iranian regime predictably has refused the most basic of American demands, as well as the Iranian regime continues to attack through its Hezbollah proxy against America's great ally, the State of Israel, in Lebanon, attacking women and children with hundreds of rockets coming out of Lebanon. That's an Iranian attack, not a Lebanese attack. And at the same time, we see for the first time ever that the government of Lebanon, which equally rejects the Hezbollah, is coming into direct negotiations with Israel with quiet American backing and the backing of Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states. Yeah. This is a very positive development, Marnie, and it really shows that that the United States under President Trump is really dictating the narrative to this Nazi regime that is called the Islamic Republic, that must be must be neutralized. And the best way to do that, first and foremost, is to choke it economically so it stops terrorizing the Middle East and, in its own words, ultimately the world.
Appreciate your perspective this morning, Dr. Dan Diker. Thank you so much.